I don't know how to do this real well. I'll give it a moment. Ooh, real mood setting, huh? Anyways, my name is Trenton Whittaker, and I will be performing a part of the book from Tim O'Brien's The Things They Carried. Mitchell Sanders was right. For the common soldier, at least, war has the feel and the spiritual texture of a great ghostly fog, thick and permanent. There is no clarity. Everything swirls. The old rules are no longer binding. The old truths no longer true. Right spills over into wrong, order into chaos, love to hate, ugliness into beauty, law to anarchy, and civility into savagery. The vapors suck you in. You can't tell where you are or why you're there. And the only certainty is overwhelming ambiguity. In war, you lose yourself in definite, hence yourself the truth instead. And therefore it's safe to say that in a true war story, nothing is ever absolutely true. Often, in a true war story, there isn't even a point, or else the point doesn't hit you until 20 years later in your sleep, and you wake up and you shake your wife and start telling the whole story to her. And when you get to the end, you've forgotten the point again. And then for a long time you lie there watching the story happen in your head. You listen to your wife's breathing. The war's over. Close your eyes. Take a feeble swipe at the dark and think, Christ, what's the point? You can tell a true war story by the questions you ask. Somebody tells a story, let's say, and afterwards you ask, is it true? And if the answer matters, you got your answer. You feel cheated if it never happened. Without the grounding reality, it's just a trite bit of puffery. Pure Hollywood. Untrue in a way, all such stories are untrue. Yet even if it did happen, maybe it did, anything's possible. Even then, you know it can't be true, because a true war story doesn't depend on that kind of truth. Absolute occurrency is irrelevant. A thing may happen and may be a total lie. Another thing may not even happen and be truer than the truth. For example, 4 guys go down a trail. A grenade sells out. One guy jumps on it and takes the blast, but it's a killer grenade. Everybody dies anyway. You know? Now and then, when I tell this story, someone will come up to me and say she liked it. It's always a woman. Usually it's an older woman of kindly temperament and humane politics. What should I do? She'll say, it is to put it all behind me and find new stories to tell. I won't say it, but I'll think it. Well, because she wasn't listening. It wasn't a war story. It was a love story. Does anyone see the paradox here? Anybody? You know, in life, we carry a burden, like it's the boulder of God on our backs. I carried it for too long. And no one will really know this except for me, but I will. Because in Vietnam, there is no such thing as being human or animal, or inhuman or disgusting, racist or not racist. You're just there, and you're covered in dirt. You're covered in the dust of what death was. You don't really remember who you are. The world is black as it is. And it was really funny to me, seeing my first dead human. It was so peaceful. No crying, no pain, no movement. It was just then, and then not. You still don't see it, huh? Let me explain. When I came home, The effects of the war hit me full force. I marched with the protests. I threw away my medals in Washington. All of it. Through and through. But I was still hated by the people. Still treated as an outcast. Because they saw the women and children dead because of me. Because of us. Us. And that's the whole point. There's not a problem with the war or anything. It's just who we are. Still don't get it. You could say Vietnam was a war of ideology. Capitalism versus communism. But that's just the surface of it. These people that gave up their lives, it's not because they were forced to, and maybe they were, but there's patriotic sense and duty behind it, because that's the way they thought life was worth living. And that's the way we think as well. And that's why we went to war, because we thought capitalism was the way to live. But the thing is, it wasn't really capitalism why we fought. It was because we loved them so much that we didn't want them to suffer. And that's why we killed. And that's why we feel pain. Because the way we live life, the way we think we live life, is sure to be the right way. What makes us happy, sad, anything. And I think that's why we went to war. Not to defend money or petty politics, but because we were so involved with ourselves, we couldn't see what made others happy. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not for or against communism. If anything, I just want to live life peacefully. Every day when I go to sleep and I hold my wife and I kiss my child goodbye, I see the faces of all those who I killed, and they're burning. And they're crying out to me. Over what? Over a war about money. Over politics. Over the way of life. We hurt others because we don't mean to. We try to help, but we hurt, to save and to kill. And I remember killing innocents. I remember killing people of their own country. And it wasn't me. I swear to God, it wasn't me. It was capitalism. It was communism. It was the right way to live. And this is the weight of God upon me. This is the lust of the world. This is the lust you created. And I have to carry it now. Every day. Until I die. Do you not know what it does to a person? I don't have to go to hell to experience it. All I have to do is close my eyes or have a moment where I don't think, and it consumes me. Just like the dust, the fire, the bullets, the guns, everything. And all because of you. And I am just the same. And I hate myself because of it. Because I stayed in the war to help people in the way of life. All because of you. All because of you. Do you see the paradox now? When I came home and I was treated like dirt by you. After I threw away my medals. I threw away my badges. I threw away the dust. And you still treat me like dirt. And I can't blame you. Because I do the same. You see, in reality, there is no difference between a murderer and a normal person such as yourself. All it takes is the death and the dust and the money. Do you people not understand still? That's fine. When I came home, I I was just the same as you. I hated the people I served with, every last one of them, because I was a reminder. I was the reminder, the icon of hate. Hatred for ourselves, for what we do wrong. I reminded them of what all humans can do. It's to kill on mass levels because of love, because of ideology. You still not see. We are war, and in the same way, war is love, because we kill and we die for those that make life worth living. My name is Trenton Whittaker. Scene.